everybody to another episode of Jose and Float. I am your co-host, Dwayne the Comic.
And it's your boy B-O-O-B-I-E.
And on this episode, we got another special guest. The second stand-up comedian to be on the show, but he's not also a stand-up comedian. He's also, Omar was the first.
It's like a shit. It's the Lost EP.
Yeah, he was a guest, but his episode got lost.
So I'm talking about the camera was off, the mic was off.
Yeah, it all died.
Oh, shit. Everybody was too high that night. Man, he was too good. It had to have been that.
It couldn't have been nothing. It wasn't.
I tried to give you an out.
Sober mistakes, that's worse.
Something we learned from it. But yeah, like I said, he's not only a comedian, he's also a singer-songwriter.
Hey now.
His new song, Silly Boy, is on Apple Music and other streaming platforms right now. Go stream that. We got, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for River Smith.
River Smith, yes. Hello, how are you? Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me, both of you.
No problem.
Happy to be here.
For sure. Thanks for coming down, sir.
No problem.
Now, like I started off every episode, what is the last song y'all listened to today?
Oh, that's a good question. Who wants to go first?
I was listening to that Sierra album.
What song?
I think it was The Man or something like that.
Yeah. I listened to that song we pulled up to Monster again.
Wow.
I don't know if this is the last song, but I ain't gonna lie, I listen to this song like every day now for like the last week. It's Playa Chanel by Lil Got It, one of Young Thug artists.
Okay.
That song go hard. That's the only song I know, but that song go hard.
Okay.
Shout out to Lil Got It.
Shout out.
The last song I listened to today was The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack. Yeah.
Coming with it. Yeah.
You're probably too young.
Put it on you right quick. I have heard that name before. I probably
you know the artist, you know
the song. Probably not the song, yeah.
Probably not the song.
You know Roberta Flack. She made Killing Me Softly first. She
okay.
Yeah, she sang that first. And she sang tonight I feel like making love to you. No, nothing. No, doesn't ring any bells.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You might have got me.
A for effort though.
Nah.
Nice
Coming with it though. One time for your mind, y'all go look them songs up, get schooled right quick.
Yeah.
I'm definitely go check those out.
Okay. Now for the news this week, I got 3 different articles of people just wilding across America.
I love it.
As usual.
We do Florida
That's
Man later on in the episode, but I got nice taste of different states for the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Starting it off, since we're in Louisiana, I decided to do Louisiana Man.
Okay.
In this story, Louisiana man was accused of impersonating a cop after being arrested for pulling over an actual cop.
Okay. That's not the first time that's happened though.
That's the sad part.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that exact story before.
How do you let another cop pull you over? Like, what are you gonna ask?
Was it so the cop who got pulled over, was he in plain clothes or like he was?
I got you though. A man pretending to be a cop pulled over an actual cop in Assumption Parish. Vincent Marks, 27 years old from Plaquemine, was arrested on a felony count of impersonating a police officer.
That's a felony? Goddamn.
It happened on June 10th when an off-duty Assumption Parish deputy was driving on LA 70 near Bayou Corn?
Just take a whack at it.
But he had went check up on a wreck that had happened apparently. He's an off-duty cop. When all of a sudden a vehicle traveling behind the deputy began flashing his lights. He pulled over into a parking lot and realized that the cop was not an actual police officer.
Right.
Like clearly, like, hold on,
you don't even know procedure.
He said he presented a badge to him and tried to represent himself as a police officer, but the deputy clearly recognized he was not an actual cop.
Fucking Rite Aid ass badge you flash.
Then they asked him why.
Right, yeah.
They asked him how the cop was so sure. They said he recognized him because he got arrested not that long ago in a domestic dispute.
So it wasn't even that you didn't look like a cop. He already know who you is.
The motherfucker did not arrest
Yo, but that shit real.
Bro.
I know when I worked for Breck, I worked at the BMX park, And the dude that they put me with, he like was a fake cop. Like he wanted to be a cop. Like he had like, I'm not bullshitting. He had like the fake lights in his back window. He had like an old Crown Vic. He had the illegal tint on it.
Oh,
and
wow.
like, yes, he was like a real fake
He
cop.
made himself a cop.
He made himself a cop. But the thing was, he wanted to be a cop. But he kept failing the psych exam.
Oh, well.
He told me he tried BRPD.
Really?
He told me he tried NOPD. He told me he tried Independence, Hammond. But he kept failing the psych exam. And my thing is this: the psych exam for like police forces, they just be like, do you hate America? And if you say no, you could be a cop. But that's why I'm like, what the fuck he's saying in the
You can't pass it.
what he's saying.
There's a certain way you say it no.
It's something that he's doing wrong because that fucking psych exam is bullshit to be a cop.
Man,
You fucking it up.
you take it.
Really? Like when you look.
He was a black dude. He just kept failing. He never told me why he was failing. He just told me that he failed all of those psych exams for all of those police forces.
Damn.
So I don't get it. I don't know why you would want to impersonate a cop. That's insane to me.
Wow.
I'm dark skinned. I need my light.
Yeah.
Why would a black dude want to be a cop that
I
bad?
don't know. No, but he was the second dude I encountered like that when I worked for State Park. They had a big fat dude who wanted to be a cop, but he was like security, but he really wanted to be a cop. And that's how I know because they called me to do a reference. And I was like, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to drag for this dude because like he was like a terrible security guard.
Yeah.
And so I did it, and so like I remember the dude. He was like, "Well, have you ever heard him say he hates America?" And I was like, "Well, if that's all it takes, then no. Like, what the fuck? Okay,
That? No.
Yeah, like just give him a good badge then. Like after all the shit, this laundry list of shit I done told you that he done did. This man drew a gun on an old lady because she had a little dog that was off the leash and was barking, and he drew the gun on the little dog.
Damn.
And then and I'm telling this man all this shit, and at the end he was like, "You ever heard him say he hate America?" I'm like, "Well, no. Like who says that? Who says I hate America?" Like what the
had it
fuck?
coming.
Yeah,
Like that.
Pulled a gun on old lady. Now, did he hate America?
Did he
Well,
hate
did.
it? I'm like,
That old
no.
lady hated America.
Yeah,
I
she
just
hated
said
America. Must have been.
Old lady is the one thing I hate more than dogs, and that's America.
Yeah, like who the fuck said
American dogs, goddamn, you got me steamed up now.
Shit.
Damn, it's that easy to be a cop.
It's very easy. You do not have to impersonate no cop. Just go be one, like the movie. Let's be cops.
Yeah.
Bro, just go down there. They
Yeah,
hiring.
just go down
They
there.
always hire.
Yes, they're always hiring.
Show
Let me
us
take
your
some of my
application.
like a
Pacific
nigga
Cooler.
Border Patrol is having a virtual,
Hiring.
yeah, something like
Really?
that.
Virtual?
Yeah.
They
gotta
be
show up
needing
to that
cops.
Yeah.
That's like a nigga impersonating a McDonald's worker.
Yeah, like
Made up
just go
McDonald's
put in an
shirt.
application.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
Your dream's very achievable.
Yeah, you can do it. You can.
You can do it.
But then going off of Louisiana, man, we got Main Man.
Main
Man,
Y'all know, y'all heard
that sound like a
y'all
rap.
know Main music? Main Man.
Man.
Main Man tries to pay his bail with counterfeit $100 bills.
Oh, man.
Hey, nothing beats a field with a try.
A Main Man tried to pay his $200 bond with counterfeit hundreds and literally bought his way back into jail on a new charge.
Wow.
Michael Deshawn tried to pay a bail commissioner with 2 phony $100 bills on Sunday, but the bogus Benjamins got him slapped with a forgery charge and locked up for a few extra hours.
Damn.
Oh, man. He could $200.
I wonder what gave it away. I wonder if they used the thing or if they just looked at him
They
like,
probably-
this shit.
They probably got like some official shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
no,
you tried to pay in cash.
no,
Yeah, right.
yeah, no offense to criminals, but if you come pay me if you come pay your bond to me in straight hundreds, I'm gonna hold on.
They probably took
Well-
it like, this is Harrison Ford on this shit. What the fuck type of 100 bill?
Say,
Hey, no.
Fucking mine
it's
solo.
supposed to be paper.
Yeah, shit hard.
They start thinking you're supposed to make copies of it.
Right, yeah.
From the wrong thing.
Where you get counterfeit money from?
I have no idea.
Who knows a guy?
Say, look, you know.
Main man.
Yeah, that's where you get it from.
To be honest, if you want to find some just go to the hood and start shooting dice with anybody. Eventually, it's gonna come out.
Okay.
Niggas gonna
When I worked at
You
Walgreens,
tell
they got
everybody gonna get mad.
they tried.
Come on, dog.
When that nigga coming there, y'all shooting hundreds? I want to shoot hundreds.
Let me see yours first.
That nigga got the counterfeit.
You probably get fired if you let one slip through. That's
Oh
tough.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Especially if
probably-
they give you all the tools to look at.
Yeah, they probably make you feel like shit too.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, Jamal? What the
Yeah.
fuck, bro?
You had one
You had
job.
one job. You got the pen, you got the light.
The scanner.
Yeah,
But I ain't
Stick it through.
I ain't gonna lie though, depending on what kind of job you got, you not about to pull that motherfucking pen out. Like when I was working at like Market Basket and one of them niggas, them big ass niggas come up and give me like straight hundreds, I'm not pulling that marker out of there.
Our
man.
shit used to be out of ink when I worked at Walgreens.
Oh,
we never used that bitch. We be like, I guess it's good.
Dry it
I don't
up.
know. Give me this old running ink ass $100 bill.
No, nothing showing.
Yeah.
Well, it
I
ain't
guess
purple.
it's okay.
Yes, it's good.
Fuck it, okay. Checks out.
Yeah, I
Here
don't
goes
know.
your green dot money card.
Say, well, I never seen Scooby Doo on that.
Yeah, right.
But
right. The pen.
it works out.
Yeah, right.
Shaggy on the 5.
That's dope. That's cool. Where you got this from, man?
Say, I see somebody coming in with Monopoly money and I know something's going on.
Oh,
But anything else is A-okay.
ain't no such thing as an orange $5 bill. Yeah.
Now slam my ass
Hey,
and call
man,
me
you should be
Sarah.
ashamed of yourself, main man.
Yeah, that's a whole
Shouldn't get
new
locked
level
up
of
for
dumb.
that.
I don't even think Florida man do shit that stupid.
Florida man gonna just break out of jail.
Yeah, right. You gonna dig a tunnel out with a
Keep
spoon.
my counterfeit 200.
So don't even worry about it.
And then
Keep your money.
since it is 2021, we all progressive young men. We all about equality. I couldn't leave the women out,
Okay,
so we
okay.
got California woman.
Okay, California woman.
California woman is jailed for having sex with inmates in view of 11 other inmates.
She didn't give a
Spread it out
fuck.
to the community. That's all.
She didn't give a fuck. Shay, you gotta keep them prisoners motivated.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They in there for a long time.
Yeah, and whatever you gotta do to make them fall in line, you know.
Say, guys, come on, guys.
Some people use
Guys.
Who's the
force.
leader?
Yeah,
Who's the leader?
who the leader?
Who's y'all king?
Yeah, she
Break
broke
them
it down
down.
right there. You start
Say-
at the top.
Jeremiah, step into the back of me.
Yeah.
Guess what's gonna happen?
Can you imagine that nigga probably like, yo, stop giving her trouble, bruh.
She's really nice when you talk
It's
to
a
her.
shift tonight. Fuck.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill out.
Yeah.
I ain't even stressing my bitch out like that, man.
Yeah, that's
Say, maybe
terrible.
we could set something up. If y'all just be good.
in the line of sight of 11 other inmates.
Yeah,
She
I got-
didn't give a fuck. She must have been ready to quit that job.
Oh no.
So,
Oh,
a,
no.
a female California corrections officer with a depraved mind, they put that in there, it's not coming from me, has been jailed for reportedly having sex with an inmate in full view of 11 other inmates. Tina Gonzalez, 26 years old, even cut a hole in her uniform pants for easy access.
ooh,
Well.
shit.
She
was trying to get it.
Her former boss told the court that he had witnessed many pretty disgusting things during his 26 years on the job, but nothing compared to what he saw from Tina Gonzalez.
How was that disgusting? I'm sorry, continue. Maybe he didn't say it.
Gonzalez, who quit after being arrested in May last year, also supplied the same inmate with razors, a cell phone,
Oh, shit.
and advance warnings when his cell was going to be searched.
She was in love.
Man.
She has
yeah.
also gone on to show no remorse. She continually calls and has sexually explicit conversations with the inmate in question and boasts about the crimes she carried out. She pleaded.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she a down ass bitch.
Dude.
She pleaded no contest in April to sexual activity by a detention facility employee with a consenting inmate. Or maybe she raped him. But,
She
as-
raped him.
but she also pleaded no contest to possessing drugs or alcohol and a cell phone to give to an inmate. Her
Man.
former boss called for her to get the maximum sentence of 3 years and 8 months.
He sound like a hater. That's why I was like, go back to that boss. What a bitch
I've been
ass.
trying-
I met them damn in the sweat. Like, oh, she gave him pussy. I never seen her that in life.
I've been
What
trying
a
to fix this
terrible
shit got
guard.
here.
Yeah, right.
I've been trying to fix
Yeah,
it
that's
for
what
3
it is.
years.
He's mad.
Do that.
He's
Shit,
mad.
inmates,
I ain't
bitch.
never seen nothing so disgusting. Bitch, she just gave up the pussy. Why is that disgusting?
So he's just trying to help
I
out.
can't believe it.
Yeah, what the judge told her, I think what you did was terrible, stupid, and you have ruined your career.
Nigga, them niggas is haters.
Who wants a career?
But I also believe that people can redeem themselves and you have the rest of your life to do that. Good luck.
Oh.
Them niggas was haters. The judge, our boss. That nigga say, I want her to have life for giving up that pussy.
The
Bro,
maximum.
yeah, give that bitch the maximum sentence.
40 to
I want
life.
that bitch to get the electric chair. He was mad. That bitch was
Nobody
heated.
fucking my employees
I
but
hope,
me.
yeah, right. I hope that bitch fried.
That is not your job.
Why the fuck he was so mad? I don't like him. I'm gonna look him up on Facebook.
He fucked who?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted to get Tina.
That bitch was mad.
I've been marinating that pussy for
Yeah,
months.
he was so
All
mad.
them drinks I bought you.
And you know they all fuck with him, the prisoner, the 11 ones that watch, they still fuck with him about it. That's why he was
You
mad.
mad about Tina, her boss. Guess
That's
what?
terrible.
I seen it.
Oh
I
my
seen
God.
it too,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
I seen it too.
I seen it.
That's intense. I imagine her maintaining eye contact with all 11 prisoners while she was doing it.
Probably. It's very. That would be
You can
very hard to
imagine
look
that
away
at least
from.
one- Yeah.
Probably just like, oh, okay.
One.
All 11.
One. This is
11.
prison.
Yeah, this is prison.
This is the best I'm gonna get unless she called me out of here.
Oh.
Whoa.
And they probably looked at that as like an audition.
Yeah, right.
Maybe if I beat my shit,
They
big
do
enough.
that even when they ain't watching nobody fuck. My niece was a prison guard. She said they would have, every time she
Oh,
would do them
man,
checks,
really?
they would have niggas just beating their dick off. Like,
Man.
that's, it's
Oh,
prison,
yeah.
like you said, like hell.
Now you giving them stimuli, they going crazy.
Yeah, they that's insane. What was she
Oh,
thinking?
man.
Dream come true.
God, just slandering
They probably
up.
slid their hand through the ball.
Cold-
Spit on my shit.
Cold Red, y'all. What's happening? Somebody getting some ass in here.
That's insane. But did she not have a coworker like there with her to be like, yo, Tina, you need to chill? Like, did she
I
work
guess
the night
not.
shift by herself? Like, I don't understand.
You alone gone.
Yeah.
You just making these
She probably had like
Yeah.
just that block.
Oh,
Just that one
maybe,
block.
yeah, something. Normally they have at least two.
Or like, Tina, you gonna make your rounds real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, bitch, we on 2 hours.
Say, wait a second, why you got a hold?
Right.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, like why all this shit just flew? Like nobody called her out on this before this
Yeah.
bullshit happened?
Maybe
Well,
she was
she
fucking
was,
everybody.
Man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm about to go fuck this guard, but when
Yeah.
I get back,
Yeah, right.
it's up. Well, whatever
Yeah.
you want,
Hey.
I need your side.
I just need a way to get
Call
it.
us, Tina. Call us. If you're watching this, please call us. Tweet us.
He said, "Need your side."
And that was well,
Yeah, that's a
California.
real thing.
What's that?
Like jail niggas be wanting sides.
Silence?
Yeah,
I want to pay you for your silence. That's
I-
real shit.
I know somebody that went to jail. He
Oh,
said
man.
he was only gonna be in there for a little bit, but they had some nigga that was about to do life because he killed 2 people or something like
Mhm.
that. He was like, "Hey man, before you get out, let me have your socks."
Oh.
He was like,
Oh,
yeah.
socks? No, I said silence.
Silence. Oh,
Well, I thought you said socks, but I know you said socks. But I thought you were
That's
saying
it.
like they would pay like for a woman's socks.
oh nah, he just
I was
wanted
like,
to
They
say,
probably
that's
would.
freaky.
They probably would.
I know they would.
Especially if you go to like one of them big prisons.
Yeah.
Niggas been there for some years.
Yeah.
That pay for anything. They probably give them a nigga sock and just like spray some perfume on it.
I knew this chick who said like her whole family worked at some prison like in Appaloosas somewhere, and she was like they told her that like farting will turn them niggas on.
No,
Yeah,
my
like if you fart. And
man.
this nigga I knew, and I always thought she was bullshitting,
Like,
but the nigga I knew,
anybody?
no, like if you in jail and you fart,
Oh.
you run the risk of turning on another
Oh,
inmate.
my God.
Oh, no.
Because this nigga I knew,
Oh, my
he said he went to jail for a little bit, and he said he was in the cell with a dude, and he said like he farted at night, and the dude was like, hey, don't do that. Like, you know, like these niggas will be like zombies, like banging at the door. Like the smell of ass will turn a
Oh, my
nigga
God.
on in jail.
Man.
That shit is insane. Prison is another fucking world
So
for
you better
real.
squeeze
That
that
the whole
shit.
cheeks together, man.
Don't you let that out.
Don't you let that out.
He said, hey, you can't can't be doing that.
Yeah, you're like, don't do
Some niggas
that.
gonna come in there trying to
They gonna be on.
They
They gonna be
doing
beating on
that.
the fucking
Bro,
balls.
imagine you
Like
like laying
zombie.
down going to sleep and you fought.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later, you hit on the door.
Yeah.
Niggas just looking.
Hey, yo,
Like
they got
that.
ass in here? Like, what? I just
I smell it. I know it's.
I imagine being there in the bunk and you hear your cellmate's stomach bubbling. You're like, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, you better hold it.
Hold it in.
You
Imagine
better-
you sleep, you don't even know.
Yeah, because sometimes you fall in sleep.
Niggas in there looking.
You just wake up and the nigga just staring at you through the bars.
I smell it.
I smell it.
Ass.
I smell ass in here.
Yes,
It smell good.
You know what I can.
Oh my goodness, that is terrible.
Prison is another world.
He said, "Hey, sir."
Then they got
Yeah, he said you can't do that. You can't be farting in this bitch. You do not come in this bitch farting. I don't care what you did on the outside.
what you ate. None of that. Hey, bro, this is your first time in here.
Yeah, I can tell because you
You
just
just letting them rip. Hey, you need
It's
to
not
stop.
even about the smell, dog.
You need to
do
stop
You
that.
better stop drinking that milk. That shit go tear your ass up. And then some nigga go come tear your ass up.
Man, say no. So what? It's like the funkier the better, or you? What is
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
The
It just
funkier,
was like,
the funkier would have more range, so I guess it's better.
So
Yeah.
imagine
You just
so,
trying to get it like to where no one notices.
What if they got a nigga that just be like sniffing?
Sniffing,
out the
yeah.
phone? Like, so even if it's like even if it's like silent, but they're like, oh, that was you.
I know, yeah, he
Say,
followed.
No, you come in.
He gonna
Yeah.
run and tell
Over
his
there.
big dog. Tell his
It be like
tell
the
his-
fucking Tom and
Go get it.
Jerry cartoon just floating on the fucking smell that they be like pulling their nose. Yeah.
Say no way.
Like, I smell pussy in this one.
It was you.
These niggas, the fart warriors.
Yeah.
Not the booty
The
warriors.
fart
You
warrior.
smell.
That's like the greatest offense in
I know
prison.
that
I turn
ass
that nigga
anymore.
on.
Damn, I never. All right.
So if I go to jail, I just like.
I didn't wrote jokes about like rules in prison. I never knew that was one.
I always remember that. I'll never forget it when he told me that. I was like, word? And he was like, yeah. He was like, that nigga. He almost stopped me mid-fart like, yo, don't do that.
My man.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that-
man,
that
man.
sounds like it's gonna
You
be
wildin', like you really wildin'
Oh,
right now.
You want us all to be quiet with that shit. You want to just let it rip.
You want us all to have a bad time.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
You want the guard to be
That nigga say, yo,
Oh,
chill.
man.
say they know ain't no trumpet.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah. They
You
much.
doing too much, my
Go
nigga.
too far now.
Maybe that's what Billy and they got an episode on Billy and Mandy where they go to jail and they had a nigga in the cell and he was like, they was like, what you in here for? And he was like, I beat the snot out of dude for farting. And the nigga was in there terrified to fart. Maybe that's where they got that from.
Oh,
You
man.
never know. Them cartoons be having hidden messages and shit.
Don't fart in jail.
Man.
Niggas trying to warn
Yeah,
us.
if you take away anything from this episode,
Don't fart
don't
in
fart in
jail.
jail.
Hold it in.
That's
The more you know, and
That's
that's
the
put
name.
the
That's the
little
name
star
of
in the
the
rainbow.
You name my first special.
Yep.
Don't fart in jail.
Nope.
All right.
Lethal.
And that's all I got for the news. Now, we didn't have a guest last episode, so if you watch that one and you haven't watched any other ones, you might be confused. But when we have guests, we interview them in this segment of the episode. So this is where we're going to ask them questions.
Dun, dun.
Y'all like how I summarize that up?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's typically what an interview is,
Yeah, I
but
feel like that was
for those of you who don't know what an interview is,
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, now, simple question. I feel like it's easy, but you can elaborate on it if you
Okay.
feel the need to. Since you write comedy and music, which one do you have more fun, like, being in the process of writing stuff like that? You have more fun with music or stand-up?
that's a great question, and I thank you for asking it.
Thank you.
They're good.
I'm
Good
practicing,
interview.
yeah, I'm practicing my politician response. I thank you for asking it.
I think they're both
A.
equally great.
I'm gonna start with point A. I have fun with both. I define my songwriting technique as highbrow urban.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll explain because I'm saying the same shit as like in every urban song. I want to fuck, I want to smoke the dope, I want to drink too, but I want to say it in a highbrow way. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it in a highbrow way. But no, and with And with the comedy, I guess the short answer, I have more fun with comedy because, like I genuinely write jokes that make me laugh first. You know, like if I write something stupid and I giggle, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. You know, so I guess that one's more fun. But yeah, I like them both equally. I've been writing songs like longer, but and it all started. I'll tell you how it started. When I grew up in New Orleans East, which was nice when I grew up in New Orleans East. You know, you could get murked now at the gas station in New Orleans East, but and we had a big backyard, and so like me and my brother would take turns like cutting it. Like I would have to cut it, this week, and in 2 weeks he would have to cut it, and so like my daddy never got a riding lawnmower until we was like grown and out the house. And so anyway, we would be pushing the lawnmower in this big ass backyard, and you would have to like kind of like mentally separate yourself from what you was doing physically. And so I would like come up with songs and shit like while I was cutting grass. And so I remember a couple of the songs I would like write down, and my brother, he sings too, and he writes music too. And so like he was the one to kind of be like, all right, like he's kind of dope. And so like I just write songs up. Like that's a true story.
Shout out to you, brother. Supportive brothers.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like you have more freedom when it comes to writing jokes or writing songs? Are you like a little more careful when you write a song? Like I don't really want to say this.
Yeah, cause like I said, I'm adamantly against hack material, whether it's songwriting or like jokes. Like it's like don't go for the obvious, don't go for the shit that's been said a million times, a million different ways. So yeah, I feel like I'm more careful when it comes to songwriting. But with jokes, I don't give a fuck. That's why like you'll be surprised. Like a lot of comics like have this like nice guy philosophy. Like they'll be like, the joke was supposed to go like this, but I didn't want to offend people. And I'm like, fuck it, that's what comedy for. Like you're supposed to offend. You ain't supposed to like. You're not supposed to. I heard
somebody a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. I don't know if you ever watched listen to the Champs podcast. It was with Neil Brennan and Moshe Kasher, and they only interviewed black comics, but that's irrelevant. But anyway, on one of the episodes, he was saying, and it was so profound to me because I was starting off in comedy, and he was like, you have to tune the audience to your frequency, So like you don't go there like trying to like match like what y'all want here, why did the chicken cross the road? Like you go there and you tell your fucking jokes, and they tune into you like, and they like laugh at, and they match your frequency. So ever since I heard that
umbrella. Absolutely.
So that's why I was like, yeah, like I don't really hold any punches when it comes to comedy. I just get up there and I'll be like, Bill Cosby is right.
Look around.
Yeah, look around.
I start bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. No, not that extreme, but no, I do. I don't think about like offending people because I feel like comedy is supposed to be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel like once you cross a certain point in comedy, like you're gonna offend somebody.
Yeah, you can't please
everybody. You can't be in comedy for a certain amount of time and not offend anybody. It's too many people in the world to not offend nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Twitter will show you that real quick.
Everybody gets offended.
Social
very
media will
easy.
show you real quick. You can't even. I could post a picture of this fucking table and somebody will get offended.
So you like white tables?
Yeah, right.
Why you ain't got no black table?
White table.
Why your table dirty?
Yeah.
You don't like white?
Yeah, for real. So no, yeah. So I'm more careful with songwriting, and I feel more freedom with joke writing.
Okay. Could you describe your writing process? Like, for example, like the way I do it is, if I'm just going throughout my day and I'll think of some shit, I'll just jot down everything that I have on that subject, and then I'll slowly, like throughout the day, just cut words, till I feel like it's a joke, and then I'll go try it out and then rework it over and over like that. It's a very simple explanation.
Yeah, my technique for writing is proprietary, and I plan on selling it. So I won't give you all of the tips, but I will tell you. It's an exercise I do where like I'll pick a topic. So let's say it's the environment, and so From the, have you ever read the Comedy Bible, Judy Carter?
Mhm.
Okay,
I
and you know
got
how
it.
yeah, and so it's required reading if you're trying to do.
You
know,
got it. You
comedy.
got it. That's me or your book.
I mean, that's your book.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
back there. I just got it on my book.
Yeah, but it's required reading if you're trying to do comedy. But it's, and you know how she says, like, every joke, whether you say it or not, you saying that something is hard, scary. Come on, help me out. Hard, scary, weird, or something I forgot. But it's four of them. It's four attitudes that she say where, like, if every joke you hear somebody saying, oh, this thing is hard, scary, strange, or whatever.
Find a way to say you know what.
Exactly. So it's like, so if I say, okay, the environment, and then I like free associate, like what you think about, and don't like censor yourself, like what you think about when you think of the environment, fucking global warming, inconvenient truth, Al Gore, fucking, oceans bubbling, like, boiling, like whatever, like, you just go down there, then you apply the four attitudes, and then the most important one is you filter it through your comedic persona. And so you'll find that a lot of people who's doing comedy right now, they don't know what their comedic persona is. And if that's the case, like, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like point of view is what gets you the big bucks. Like, we pay to hear Dave Chappelle's point of view on, you know what I'm saying? We pay to hear Joe Rogan, or we pay to hear Chris Rock's point of view. So if you're doing comedy, you got to make sure you have a like laser focused point of view. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, once you do the free association, and you be like, okay, the environment, whoop de whoop, I want to say that the fucking global warming is strange because why? But then you'd be like, okay, so my comedic persona is black dude from New Orleans that I don't know, fucking have one leg and whatever. So it's kind of like, okay, well, how would that guy feel about the environment, being hard? And that's your point of view. And so you get like jokes that's specific to you at that point, So so like I say, it's proprietary, but I still gave it away. But
sorry, man, that's great insight. That's great advice.
For real, you'd be surprised. I talk to people, like, I was working with another comic, like, we were meeting on Zoom, and he was like, yeah, I've been doing it for 8 years. And so, like, I was like, oh, what's your comedic persona? And he was like, oh. He gave me a lot to think about, man. And it's like, well.
Let me call you back.
Yeah, that's like, that's how it's like, okay, well, you've been doing it for 8 years, and you don't have nothing that you want to talk, like, your point that you want to get across. I don't know. That matters, but anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you're at the point where you're working with other people and you try to get people to help you write and stuff, you should for sure know that.
Yeah.
Because you got to convey, you need to make sure they know what type of stuff to write. That way, half the shit they send in, you don't just throw away.
Right. Or not use. Or
Y'all need to know y'all on the same page thinking-wise. Because then that way, it would easily be able to tell, like, oh, what kind of stuff do you write? Oh, I write such and such. Like, oh, well, you don't need to be messing with me. I can't write. I don't do that.
Yeah, if you are a transsexual, whatever racist, whatever bigot, then like it might not be my cup of tea, but that's your point of view.
Yeah. Oh well, I can't do that, but good luck.
Yeah, it's a lot, but that's your point of view, and I respect that you have a point of view. You're not just up there talking about dating is hard. Am I right? Like some shit that people been saying for the past 50 fucking years.
What did Vaughn say?
What's the deal
My
with
dick is
Catherine?
weird. I don't know about your dick, but my dick is weird. All right.
Okay.
It's always,
let's see where this goes.
It's always shit like that on the when I say free therapy sessions. It's free therapy sessions.
Yeah,
That's
lot
the
of
only
people
thing.
get up there.
I hate
shit
when it's like
okay,
that, but then I also
overshare.
love it. Because it's like, damn, I feel like we're friends now. Like, I know a lot about this person.
I don't know some of that shit.
It's a lot of shit I did not want to hear about.
A lot. I be like, man, go look up your insurance. See what therapist your insurance covers. Stop coming to
tell
them.
me that.
Yeah,
You should definitely go pay for therapy. You're
be like, overshare.
Everyone should go pay for therapy. Don't go to a bar. Because you're not gonna get what you want. I've never seen anyone have a free therapy session up there and they get claps.
Right.
It's always
it feels like a meltdown. It always feels like you're watching a train wreck.
It's always everyone is just kind of like, oh wow, and then they get off stage and they're like, well, that was
it's like
horrible.
to suck all the energy out of the room. Oh, but what's worse?
No one comes out good.
Thank you.
You know what's worse though? when they're the host of the open mic. And every time they get up, they suck the fucking air out of the room, and then you gotta get up there and be like, yeah, I bought some shoes today. Like, you know, you just go with your like bit, and then you just gotta work from, you know, like the ground up. I hate that shit. And
See,
you probably seen it.
I hate it. I hate it at times. It depends. Like if I know what I'm doing, what I got, I'm about to say is good. I kind of like it because it's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm about to turn this whole thing around.
I hate it. I hate it.
But if I'm up there like, just I ain't never been to the room before, and like I've had that happen a lot. And it's like real shitty open micers. Like I've had a couple of them like they get fucked up in the middle of the show. Like so by the time I get on, the dude is just like, all right,
and I hate
this guy's coming up, Dwayne, yeah.
And I hate when they do time. I hate when like somebody kill, or even if let's say you kill, and then they get up behind you, and they want to do time, and it's like, no, bitch, do the time when the room is cold. Like you know, you don't like want to sneak in your shitty jokes after the room hot. You know what I'm saying? Like your job as the host is to make a cold room warm then hot. You don't try and like piggyback off somebody else who made it hot. Like what the fuck, you terrible? Yeah, like how dare you?
My time to shine.
I hate that. I hate it so much.
Say, let me get some of this, bro.
Yeah, you be like, no, nigga, they ain't. And then they kind of like bring it back down. You like, what the fuck? You killed all the momentum, you dumbass. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. We in here together. We shot.
Yeah, like, no, nigga, you piggyback off of my shit.
Look at us. Oh, killed
You
that.
set him up, I knock him right out of the corner.
Yeah, you be like,
Yes,
wait, what? And I'll be in the back of the room just staring down like, motherfucker.
Yeah, good job holding him up for
I was like, no, what a terrible host. That's the sign of a terrible host to me. When they try and piggyback off of somebody else who got the room hot. I'm like, man.
I don't really be.
That's just one of my gripes, I'm sorry.
Oh no, see I don't.
Vincent, right?
It's alright.
Do your thing. As long as we laughing, it's got fuck. I forgot what I was about to say.
You got a
That's
question?
good. You know why? Because you ain't drinking one of these Pacific coolers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm drinking
Moon
some.
salad.
I'm drinking alcoholic cooler.
Oh,
Ghetto
damn,
cooler.
you ain't offered me that. You just
I
offered me a
offered you
regular ass
drinks.
Capri Sun.
Hey man, I offered you drinks and I let your mind.
But you
wander.
didn't say nothing about no
Yeah.
liquor. You said all the like PG-13 drinks. Fucking Capri Sun.
I didn't say anything.
You said lemonade. You said
Oh,
PG.
yeah, you did ask what was
PG-13. You
in
said
there.
Capri Sun. You said like all these old.
My bad. Do you want a Truly?
Yeah.
Truly ain't paying us,
Yeah,
but I
see.
said it on there.
Yeah,
No.
I wouldn't even
Well,
say
I want a falsely.
falsely.
we don't got that.
Oh, well, no.
Listen, when you get that from like the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Oh,
That should have been my first question.
I keep getting them Facebook reminders. It's been 3.5 years now.
Nice.
Let me see. Yeah, 3.5 years now.
Awesome.
um,
No, I'm lying.
Oh.
4 years.
okay,
Yeah.
not that far off.
Yeah,
Half a year.
right, yeah.
All right, and do you remember your first time going on stage?
Yeah.
And were you nervous or not?
Yeah. It was because, so this what happened. I had been saying it for a while that I wanted to do stand-up. And so I remember I put it on Facebook and I had been telling my friends like, oh, I'm interested in doing stand-up. And they would be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. And so like when people would say, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they see something, I don't. And so I had wrote like a set. And at the time, the only open mic that I knew about was Thursdays in New Orleans at the Dragon's Den. And so I went.
Shout out to the Dragons Den.
It was like
Shout
3
out
weeks
there.
in a row, and I went one Thursday and watched, like, to kind of build up the nerve, like, because,
See what you're working
yeah,
with.
you know,
go scout-
and so like
scout
it was
the
by
room.
the third week when I was like,
Yeah, see what
oh,
you're saying.
if these motherfuckers could do it, I know I could do it. Just like some of them people get, like some of them motherfuckers get up there and just don't be funny. And so I was like, I think I could do this shit. And so I had wrote a bit and I did it and they didn't throw tomatoes, so I think yeah.
Shout out.
Shit, yeah.
Shout out to
My first joke, I could tell you. Want to hear my first joke?
Come on.
Because it was when
Nice.
it was when Latoya Cantrell was running for mayor. That was like it fell in like she was running. It was her and the other lady. And so anyway, it was like okay, we are weeks away from having like electing our first black female mayor, because it was gonna be a black woman either way.
Yeah.
So like I was like weeks away from electing our first black female mayor, and like everybody clap or whatever. And I was like, you know what? And I think that it's about time that we had a black female mayor, because we need somebody to bitch this city back into shape. And and I got a huge laugh, and I was like, oh shit. Because
too bad.
that shit is powerful. I'm not trying to go on the soapbox, but I want to talk to somebody. I'm talking to somebody out there. That shit is powerful when you think about, like, you created some shit from thin air and you share it with people and they laugh or cry or, sing along or clap or whatever. That's some powerful shit. Like, everybody don't have that ability. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just create some shit, like, from your mind, like, all from your dome. And you present it, and people be like, yeah, or laugh or whatever. It connects. Like, that's some powerful shit. That's like really like the God in us, that we could create some shit. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that ability. So, like I said, I'm not going on a soapbox, but yeah.
Nah, nice soapbox.
Yeah.
Good soapbox.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't have any questions. Go ahead.
You got some questions, Simone?
No, go ahead.
All right. Who would you say are your inspirations?
Ooh.
Comedy and music.
Okay, comedy. I'm gonna start with comedy. So, Dave Chappelle, of course. But I'll tell you why, because everybody feel like they have to say Dave Chappelle.
Like
for real. Yeah. If we were a little older, people feel like they have to say Eddie Murphy. I can't tell you one joke from Hilarious or Raw. I'm sorry. I mean, I watched them, but some of that shit is just hasn't stood the test of time. That's what I was just about to say. But people still feel like they have to say, "Oh, Eddie Murphy is one of my great," and that's just not the case for me. So anyway, Dave Chappelle, I love his conversational style. Like, I love how it really feels like he's and it feels like he just had that thought on stage right there for the first time with you. Mm-hmm. So I like that, and I kind of borrow that from him. I like Amy Schumer. That's kind of controversial. I don't know why, but I like Amy Schumer because she's dirty, and I tell dirty jokes too. And she genuinely makes me laugh. And I like number one. So I'm not saying it in any particular order, but if I had to, number one is Paul Mooney.
Okay.
Yeah. I really took it hard when he died, because like I had just watched one of his specials like the week before he passed. And it's because he was just kind of almost like going back to what I said, where like he tuned the room to his frequency. Like, he didn't give a fuck what he was saying. He didn't give a fuck who he was offending. Like, they have some of his like tape specials where like people was getting up and walking out, and he don't give a fuck. Like, sometimes he commented on it, and I saw him when he came to New Orleans one time. This was like 5 years ago. And so I'm gonna just say those three. So Paul Mooney, Amy Schumer, Dave Chappelle. Is there an honorable mention?
Like Red Fox?
I've only heard like clips from the Sirius XM comedy channel.
I watched one of his specials on YouTube like a week ago. That's why it's still fresh in my head. It was pretty. It was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, that was my first time ever. Like,
too.
It was.
Yeah,
that was my first time like sitting down and like all right, let me see what Red Fox talking about. And I was like, damn, this shit is like good.
Have you watched the? It came on Stars initially, but it was about the Comedy Store in LA.
I know what you're talking about.
It was dope.
I've seen it on the internet, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it was dope because it kind of give you like a timeline, like because I didn't know fucking Jimmy Walker was like the first like black comic to pop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know
like,
what you're saying.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Like, he was like the first one, because like Good Times was technically a vehicle for him because he was that popular. And I had no idea.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and
what
so
did he go on to do after that?
nothing. That's why you kind of don't know. Yeah, because he never stayed like
he didn't ascend after that.
Yeah, but it was so interesting to see like the different waves. Like, they kind of talk about they kind of broke it down into decades and like how like who bubbled and like who they got to the Richard Pryor part. That was dope. They talked about Eddie Murphy and all, but I went off on a tangent, but that's why I'm like, who can
Patrice
I
O'Neal?
I like Patrice O'Neal stuff. I love Patrice O'Neal stuff. But no, if I'm talking about influences, I don't know. I'll leave it at them three: Paul Mooney, Dave Chappelle, and Amy Schumer. But as far as music goes, number one would be Luther Vandross. Number two would be. So I'm talking about vocal influencers right now. Luther Vandross. I like John Legend. I like Jamie Foxx. I like Tank. I like Maxwell. Okay, and as far as songwriting influences, I like Babyface. I love Babyface. I like Neo. I like Brian Michael Cox. I like Jonta Austin. So yeah, that's it.
Jonta Austin.
I think that's the only name I'm not familiar with.
He wrote pretty much all of the like major ballad hits like Burn and You Got It Bad and Can't Be Without You for Mary J. Blige and yeah, he's with it.
Truth.
Yeah, his first song was he said his first song was what? I forgot, but I just watched an interview and that was news to me because he was like, oh yeah, my first song I wrote it when I was like 17 and it was a huge hit. Oh, Sweet Lady for Tyrese.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He a beast, yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know he did a verses with Neil, I think. It was him and Neil.
Oh.
They made a meme because he was like kind of looking
They just played all the songs they had written too.
Yeah, right, correct.
You wrote this?
Yeah.
No way.
And that's what he said. He was like, I've been songwriting since I was 17, but it took until I turned 39 for the like versus battle for people to like know like, oh, that's you, yeah.
I feel like that's pretty much almost really any cold songwriter like that.
A lot of them, yeah.
It's a lot of like a whole lot of just telling people like, I wrote this song.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. Beyonce wrote that song. What are you talking about?
The bigger the star, the probably the least they write.
The least, yeah. They probably just walk in that bit with a completed song.
So you wrote this whole Cardi B verse. No, you didn't.
She got that move and spat that herself.
She has bars since the strip club. Why do you think Offset's with her? I can get
You
it.
listen to her shit that she was promoting when she was on Love and Hip Hop. It's a lot different than the shit that's hits. Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Nobody be talking.
So ain't no Bodak Yellow on Love and Hip Hop. She wasn't rather Bodak Yellow.
Kodak Black whole flow and that wasn't that like large of a feat. That's why I was like, why people act like she did something so different with this song?
She did, but it blew up, so I guess it worked.
Yep. She basically just stole like Southern rap and
That's what
a lot of New York rappers do that now. They used to shit on Southern rap. And I think Jay-Z made it cool with Big Pimpin', and then they just was like, okay, we want like that bass and we want like trap sound too.
Oh man, I seen y'all probably did. But y'all seen the 85 South Show episode with T-Pain? He said about Kanye. He said he went to Kanye's house and he met Kanye, and Kanye told him about how he loved his first album, Rapper Turned Singer. He's like, man, I loved it, bro. It was really an R&B album with trap beats.
Yeah.
And he was like, a couple months later, that's when 808 and Heartbreak came out.
Yeah.
It was a
He said that
album.
more than once. Yeah, he said, because
he dropped the T-Pain album and changed the name.
He streamed on Twitch.
Oh, and that's what he told.
And you can find a lot of the clips on YouTube, and it'd be so interesting. Like I don't know, like a lot of the shit he was talking about.
He got a lot of stories about shit you wouldn't think about.
Did you watch on Netflix the This Is Pop or the History of Pop?
The Auto-Tune episode?
Yeah,
I watched it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. And it was like, and from the first episode, it's kind of like the history of anything. Like black people did it first, and then like we got jacked. Like
Start from something.
Because the first episode is about Boyz II Men and how like they kind of blew up the like boy band thing, and like how we kind of attribute that to like a NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or 90s. It was like no, like they first saw it with Boyz II Men in the early 90s, and then they started having the like white answers to Boyz II Men, and they was got 1.1 million in the first week and 10 million, and it was Boyz II Men laid the foundation, like the blueprint for that, you know.
Goddamn.
But them niggas are assholes.
What's the word? They
they like terrible people.
They gentrified boy bands.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Gentrified music.
Period.
Damn, they assholes.
Yeah, they are. Cause
you met them?
No,
Oh,
I mean, because Dallas Austin talked about how after their first album, I think L.A. Reid was like, "Hey, I want you to work on their second album."
Wait, is he the one that was
And
song
Baby with
with
Chili.
I know I recognize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And,
the one.
and
I heard.
Drumline was about him.
Nah.
It was about Drumline was about him and P
Drumline.
Diddy Baby Mama. Yeah, the one that
Nick
died.
Cannon drumline?
Yeah, that was about.
Wait. All right, hold on. I backed out for a second. What's going on?
Drumline
Is about who?
is about
Dallas.
Dallas Austin and Kim Porter.
And that's in
P. Diddy's baby
That was
mama
also
that
that nigga from Voice to Man.
No, Dallas Austin's a producer from Atlanta. He
Oh,
produced
okay.
Monica and
Okay.
Usher, early Usher stuff, and and
Wow.
TLC, and that was about.
I
He
thought
said
that
that
was
was about his time at Howard. I think no, not Howard. Wherever the fuck he was, and Kim Porter was there too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. But no, he says that he was supposed to work on a second album, and they was just assholes, and he said it just was kind of like I think he said the Grammys was on, and it was like, yeah, we wanted to let somebody else win this year, we wanted to let somebody else win this year, and then he said he was there when Babyface played "I'll Make Love to You" for them, and he said it was like, it's all right. And he said he was looking like, did y'all hear the same shit I heard? Like, and so he said he told L.A. Reid, like, I don't want to work with them because they're like assholes. And then Candy Beerus says that they like fucked over her one time. It was like a song she wrote for him, and then when it came time to like split up the points for the song, they kind of like tried to like big dog her. Like, we're like, nah, we want more points because we boys to men, And so, but that was recently. And so one of the dudes, I think Wanye, he did some podcast where he was responding to Candy talking about this, which happened years ago, and he was like, I mean, she can't really try and play us like she's just this huge deal, like, because I mean, she wrote Bills with Bills and No Scrubs, but after that, she didn't really have no hits, and I was like, oh, them niggas is assholes, like, they are like terrible people. Yeah, he didn't say like, no, that didn't happen, she's wrong. He like doubled down on it. Yeah, like,
Right, nigga, what you mean? Wait, I don't care.
yeah, he was like, yeah, we was assholes, so what? Who gives a fuck? That is like,
We
and I
still
was
ain't
like,
got no
oh,
hit.
yeah, it was like,
Name them.
and I was like, oh, they're terrible people. Boys to men.
Yeah. Did y'all really big? Hell yeah, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, boy, we Boys to Men. Serious?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And even the
Well,
one with the deep voice that got that's in the wheelchair now, he talked about how they like kind of was like, bitch, you in a wheelchair, get out. I'm telling you, like, so the signs are there, like you can follow the trail of stories about how Boys to Men are like terrible
We
people.
ain't Boys to Men in the wheelchair, nigga.
Yeah, right.
Fuck out of here.
That nigga was like, I had MS and I was missing dates, and they just was like, get your cripple ass out this group. We can
Lock
save
his-
money. We
lock
can
his
save a whole
wheels.
lot of money by kicking you out.
Lock his wheels illegal.
Yeah.
He gotta go, bro.
Yeah, this nigga gotta go.
He can't
All he
even-
did was just talk all deep on the song anyway.
Man, they kick my...
baby.
Where my ramp at, y'all? They get on stage.
Yeah, they fucked
Ain't no
over.
rap.
Ain't no
Ain't no
stage for
rap.
you tonight.
Ain't no stage. Just stay in the back tonight.
It's all right.
Yeah, I imagine the other three trying to convince him. No, we not kicking you out. Just stay in the bathroom tonight
This ain't-
for the concert.
This ain't
Poppin'
feeling
Willie.
no more.
Yeah, this ain't.
Poppin' Willies ain't a dance move, man.
Man, just spin around. Just spin around on the side of the
We don't want to
stage.
see that.
That's fucked up.
Hey, man.
Also,
Problems being in a boy band.
hey man,
Don't
I'm sorry. I'm.
life come up on you bad.
Dude, it
Come
do,
up on
man.
you bad.
When you think about all the celebrities that got shit wrong with them and shit, and you be like, damn, all of them have autistic children and shit. I be like, damn, what y'all was doing?
Yeah, I was about to say, what did you do?
Probably
That's
don't
tough,
want to know.
I know.
But that's all I got for the
Apparently,
interview.
everybody's a little autistic.
Who?
So they say everybody's. A
I
little
believe
I believe that too.
I got a little bit of disability in me.
What?
Just disability.
It's, I don't know what it is
It's a
specifically,
spectrum,
but
yeah.
it's something.
All right. Well, now we're gonna take a step into my world with a little bit of. Dwayne, did you pick it up?
I'm looking over here.
Did you pick it up?
What's that?
You don't have to.
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
Dwayne, check it out.
I don't got it. I know I don't got it.
Did I pick up what?
Oh, either or.
Wow.
All right. So either Hey Arnold or Rugrats.
Rugrats, easy.
Yeah.
I hated Hey Arnold.
What?
Oh, wait.
You hated Hey Arnold?
That wasn't what I was about to say.
Hey Arnold.
Damn.
It was just always
I
kind of
definitely got
boring
around
to
Hey
me.
Arnold.
Boring?
It was boring, like the Wile E. Coyote cartoons.
What?
They just bored me to death.
Is it because he never caught him? That why
It was just something about the animation style and the colors.
Oh,
That just I'm like, this shit boring.
He's too deep as a kid.
Just like some of
Looking too far.
the Tom and like I love Tom and Jerry, but they have like a production run where like I don't like the colors and like it just looked weird. Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah. So I feel that way about Hey Arnold. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's alright. I feel you.
That's Rugrats.
It's a little hard.
I used to wake up to Rugrats and just watch that shit till it went
I
on.
love that shit. It's cold.
I cried on the first movie. I did. I
How
don't know how old I
When
was.
he ain't on responsibilities no more.
No, when he when they was singing the song and he was trying to get him to read the story, but they was trying to put Dill to sleep. And so I just remember the last lyric. He was sitting in the closet with the book and he was like, "But what about me?" And I was like, "Oh." Oh, that poor baby. Yeah.
I told y'all.
I vividly remember. I only cry on cartoon movies. Rugrats movie, Toy Story, when he be trying to fly and he hit the ground and the ball pop off. And then the fucking song was so sad, the Randy Newman song. I cried my fucking eyes out.
That shit
And
is hilarious.
I cried my eyes out. And then
man. Sometimes we all can't fly.
That shit, that nigga
He
was
thought
over
he
his
was-
arm
yeah.
sitting right there. That's like, God, that
oh my god, because then how they film it when he think he's flying and then they just fall. I cried
You
like a
thought,
baby.
huh?
Bro.
And
You're
then
a toy,
Homeward
motherfucker.
Bound, I cried on I think the first Homeward
That's the
Bound.
movie with the dogs,
Yeah,
right?
with the dogs. The cat.
They talking to each other.
Yeah, I only cry on cartoon movies. I'm sorry, either or. Let's get it.
Alright. Either
Texas Roadhouse.
or Logan's Road.
Texas Roadhouse. Them fucking buns and the cinnamon butter.
Yes.
I made the cinnamon butter one time. I really did.
Like at
Cause
home?
cause all you gotta do, I'm giving all the secrets away tonight.
Giving all
You
the
gotta
game.
get butter and you gotta get cinnamon and you gotta get the secret is confectioner sugar. So powder sugar. You can't use like Domino sugar and like whip that shit up. Cause you could be crunchy, it's gonna be crunchy. So you gotta use confectioner sugar.
Don't cut
And
it with that
that's all Texas
Don't cut it with
Roadhouse
that
butter.
cheap shit.
Wow.
Ah.
I low key want to pick Logan's.
The
though, to be
more you
honest.
know. Nah. That's alright, you fight on your own.
I went to Logan's.
It was good.
Nothing
The
Logan.
buns be so soft.
Oh,
But I ain't been to Texas Roadhouse in so long.
Man, I think that's where I was.
I remember we went to
Not
Texas Roadhouse.
It was definitely Texas Roadhouse.
I remember we went to Texas Roadhouse when I graduated 8th grade. That was like the last time I really remember going there.
So I have another story. Y'all
That
will
shit was
find
loud
out
though.
this about me that I have stories for everything. So Texas Roadhouse is one of and Outback Steakhouse. Like my mom and dad, they used to like go on date nights, but they used to tell us like, hey, y'all can't come because like this restaurant is like too expensive. And the two restaurants they would do us that for was Texas Roadhouse and Outback Steakhouse. And it wasn't until I got older where I was like, this shit ain't no more expensive than any other restaurant. They just didn't want to take us, you know? And so like when I got older and started going to Texas Roadhouse, I just kind of felt like, yes, I've arrived. You know? Yeah. So yeah, I kinda, yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, I think
Look around
those,
and man.
and then you get there, they got all the fucking peanut shells on the ground and shit. I'm like, what this fucking dust down, please?
I like it.
I hate
Gave the shoes on.
Yeah. But no, so yeah, Texas Roadhouse holds a special place. It has cinnamon sugar. Yeah. I just emptied my plate, scraped the plate. I'm like, no, get the peanut shells, nigga.
No, nah, I thought it was
My bad. I just thought.
Why
my
is there a
bad.
salad on the ground like
I don't know. Shit, somebody walked by and threw it.
I am
Look,
done.
I just
I'm done with it. I'm done.
Come clean it up.
Everybody else got their food on the
The
ground.
dope part is they clean all that up at the end of the night.
You got to.
That shit crazy.
I guess they figure like Instead of like you fucking trying to hide it and putting it all in the crevices of the table and the seats and shit, nigga, just put it on the ground. I'm gonna come through and clean this shit up
You
anyway.
got somebody for
You
that.
can't do that everywhere. I imagine somebody throwing their baby dirty diaper on the ground or some shit.
man.
Like, what? Yo.
That's not no.
Well,
Anyone like that needs to be in jail.
Yeah.
Well, what
Take
made
them on out
what
there.
made you walk in this establishment and think that was okay?
So first of all, did you go to the bathroom and change your diaper?
Fuck no, they
Change
did
your
it
diaper
at the table. I've seen that before.
Really?
They either had a YouTube video or some
Oh,
person was
okay. I thought
changing
you
their
meant
baby
in
diaper
person.
like at the table at the restaurant.
That is disgusting.
That's nasty.
That would be the one time like I'd clap like get this bitch out of here. She needs to go.
Please.
She needs to go.
All right. Either battle a shark or a crocodile.
Like rap battle. Shark.
Nah. Like fight.
Fight,
you gotta.
Well, I don't know
be
because they
specific.
have all of these like like rules like they like, oh yeah, you could just poke an alligator in the eye and it'll like
An
let you go.
alligator? I
Yeah.
heard that with a shark.
No, I heard a shark you hit it in the nose.
I never
I
heard
saw
that.
that on
You never heard
there.
it? What? Oh, you did?
You like
Yeah,
for
they
real?
say,
Yeah,
that was
serious?
that was
Yeah.
like the nose is the weak spot on the shark, but
I've
I
heard
heard
it,
with
but I've never-
alligators you could poke them in the eye and they'll let you go.
Yeah.
But it's
fuck
one of
that.
those things where
What if you?
if it's wrong,
yeah.
you won't find out like till it's too late.
You more
And then
likely to get
alligators-
eaten by a crocodile than a shark.
Crocodiles bite
Okay.
you through death rolls. How you gonna poke him in the
Yeah.
eye while he's spinning?
I'm pretty sure a shark.
I know my leg just twisted. You'd be like, wait, hold it, hold
on,
still.
wait a second.
I got one shot. One shot.
He ripping your shit.
I on my legs.
That's it. So I don't know. I guess I'll just go with the shark. I'll go with the shark, yeah, because they say they really don't fuck with you unless you fuck with them.
Yeah, and then like sharks will bite you sometimes and not kill you. Like they'll just bite you and dip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crocodiles, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever heard a story where like, oh yeah, it just bit me and then let me go and left.
And
Nah,
they say
they
they
leave it with something.
tongues and shit.
shit.
Their tongue's real sensitive and shit. That's why they had that video of the man and he stuck his head in his mouth, but he was sweating. So the sweat fell on the thing's tongue and it just like, bah! And he was like, oh,
Oh Jesus!
yeah, like,
So
oh.
which one would you rather rap battle then?
The shark.
A shark.
We
I feel like, I don't know, sharks
said.
feel like,
I can come out and say I said all kind of shit.
sharks feel like the logic of rappers. It's like, I probably could battle.
I could definitely battle that shit.
Yeah, I could battle that
That
shark.
shit
That
ain't
shark
got
ain't have no
no
fucking
bars.
bars.
Crocodiles are from the gutter.
Yeah, you know.
You know they got
They
that
come with
fire
the
ass.
Wabi
Yeah, the crocodiles feel like J. Cole's of battle rap.
Right.
And I wouldn't.
The YBs. They come rapping about ripping legs off and shit. They rapping about that real shit.
So yeah, I would. Yeah, a shark.
Alright. Either give an elderly person a sponge bath or insert their catheter.
Sponge bath. That's
Sponge
an easy
bath,
one.
yeah.
That's easy. I'd much rather get. I'm not trying to go. No.
Alright.
Ugh,
I'm
that
spice it
sounds
up.
terrible.
Oh no, it's too late. No, too late.
Alright.
But I mean, you gotta
What you
get up in there.
Yeah.
What you picking, Mr. Catheter?
Hell no, I'm not doing sponge bath. Say, Mr. Johnson, just lift them up.
I don't even know the. I don't know. I'm saying this to let y'all know I don't want to know. So don't Google it or not. Don't even tell me. Don't even say what you think it is. I don't know the process for giving a catheter to somebody, installing one.
You know what
It's
it is.
Yes, I
feels
know what it
simple
is.
though. I mean, I'm thinking like the
Didn't you just hear what I
mechanics is
said?
probably
You
simple.
didn't hear what I just said. I don't want to know what your ideas on the thing is. I'm just giving that to let them know why I also didn't pick that.
Okay.
I don't know the process.
I'm
so-
just spitballing. I just feel like it's pretty
it's really
straightforward.
fast though.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. It
honestly,
feels like
I don't
might
feel-
want to just get it.
I
Yeah, because when
I
you
don't
sponge,
get
but
it.
you gotta be like, all right,
Like,
open your
scrub
cheeks
and
and,
shit.
and
Like, I'll have to rethink
lift
mine.
your balls up. All
You
right.
don't look like it.
With proper training, I will insert the cat.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody trained me and it was like in less than 5 minutes, I would
Yeah.
do the cat.
You got a sponge bath at least 15. 20.
Yeah, especially if they fat.
Ooh, wee.
He didn't say all that. Y'all asked me.
But I mean,
Now y'all asked
I mean,
me.
either
we
way.
What if it's a
spitball.
fat dude you giving a catheter to?
It's still,
You gotta
you know
move
where
on
it's
it.
going.
You gotta
You know
move on
exactly
it.
where it's
You do.
going.
No, you know where it's going, but you don't know where it's at.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is what I'm getting at.
they got it. They
All right,
they
Mr.
all
Johnson,
figured
hold
it.
But once I
Hold it up.
find it, I'll be like, okay, all right. Enjoy your
What if it's
day.
in a crevice you ain't never
Ooh.
seen? Like it's some shit in there.
Oh, God.
I'm like,
I remember that man was on that show and said
lean.
he used to be so fat he used to have to put deodorant in between his rolls.
Yes,
And I was like, I don't
that.
ever want to be that fat.
Who
Who are
You
your
know how much
friends?
money-
Why did they just let you just get that
Paul
far?
had no friends, probably.
I mean, when you that fat, you an asshole. So it's like,
Yeah,
by the
that's
time
true.
you got that fat, you done already went off on your
didn't-
friends that tried to help.
You didn't alienate everybody.
So don't tell me how to eat, Sharon.
Yeah, right.
I don't have a problem.
There is no problem.
Now I'm gonna hit you.
All right, either get tased in the face or kicked in the nuts with a steel toe boot.
Tased in the face.
Damn.
Well, wait. Let's think about
Kicked
this.
in the nuts with a steel-toed
Think about
boot.
this. Who's doing the kicking? If it's a small child, the boot would be too heavy for them to
See,
even get
Now, just the fact
a
that
really good kick.
just the fact that you offered that question up, it's gonna be like fucking Brock Lesnar. It's gonna be the world champion kickball nigga that's
Somebody that can kick. It's Pat McAfee.
Yeah. Say who won
We
best?
gotta be thoughtful. We gotta think about this.
Say
Think
who won
this
best
through.
punter in college football and shit? Him.
That's the one.
Am I wearing a cup? Can I wear an
No,
athletic
ain't
cup?
no cup.
There's no.
No protection.
Ain't
You
no
can
cup.
go-
I knew that off jump.
You can wear an extra pair of drawers. How about that?
Oh Lord.
Okay, so it's get kicked. So get
Send me
kicked in the
cotton.
nuts or
Cotton ain't been helping us for centuries. Now I need to protect my nuts too.
Yeah.
so get kicked in the nuts with a steel toe boot or what's the other one
Tased
again?
in the face.
Tased in the face. Okay, I'll take tased in the face.
See?
Now,
I
is it the
processed all
barbs?
that.
Is the barbs getting hooked in my face, or is they like touching me with the
Hopefully
thing?
it's a nigga with just
it's
Just a little.
Yeah.
Pull. Okay, yeah, I'll get tased
Yes.
in the face. Yeah, right. Okay, I'll do that.
like
Yeah.
I'll get tased.
Like what's the name of that movie? Pain and Gain.
Yeah. Not like on what's
The Hangover.
Like the cattle prod. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. But them
Ooh.
barbs be crucial.
What?
'Cause they hook all in you.
Yep, it ain't going nowhere.
Oh my goodness.
I love watching the YouTube videos where them niggas overpower the taser. Them cops be like, they keep zapping them and they be like, "Ah!" It look like they get more strength. And they be like, "Ah!" They turn into
Charging
pain.
them up.
Yeah, I love them videos. I'm like, what would you do? Like if you zapping a nigga and he just getting stronger?
Shoot him. That's why I'm not a cop.
Yeah, right. For real.
You'd only get so far with me before I just be like, I gotta shoot this.
Yeah.
I gotta lay it down.
I'm not getting beat up out here today. No sir.
All right. Next up, we got
Nigga run too fast
a
at the shoot.
little riddle. Lay
Oh,
it down.
it ain't nothing.
Last episode, I had what did the hangman get his wife for her birthday?
For a riddle, okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen the answer when you sent me the notes for your last episode.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna let you go.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say that the end to continue my motherfucking streak of right answers.
What did the hangman
He's
do
so
what?
disappointed. What did the hangman get his wife or something like that?
What?
I don't know the question, but I know the answer.
What did the hangman get his wife for her birthday?
What did the hangman get his wife for her birthday?
This don't even.
Hey man, you ain't got nothing to lose because I'm gonna get it right for both of us after. You don't get it. If it helps,
It's
I
either
would
a
not
letter.
have gotten the answer.
It's something about a letter. It's a
It's
no.
not about no letter.
It's about a.
Sorry, you keep trying. It's okay if you get it.
It's a vowel. It's a vowel. He got a vowel.
Nah.
No.
He got a little. He got a little.
It's a good riddle, bro. It's a good one. It's a
What
good
did the hangman get his wife for her birthday? Let's see. What do people get? You get a present for your birthday.
Yeah.
Is this how you sound? You write jokes?
You get a present for your birthday.
What
So
do I
how
think
does
about
that
the wedding?
relate to hangman? So when we say hangman, we mean like an executioner, or we mean like the game hangman, like the actual
An executioner, a
hangman?
nigga that hang.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Okay. What did the hangman? That's what the hangman have. He has a noose.
Yeah, there you go.
He got a noose. He got a rope. He got a rope. You gotta use that noggin. You got a rope.
Yeah. That
We got the rope already.
Yeah,
That's established.
You gotta tie a knot. He tied the knot.
Right. Oh no. My bad. I was with you. No, that's not.
Yes. Oh wait, no.
He proposed to her. He married her. He tied the knot.
Nah.
You was there, bro.
Well,
you was fucking.
It's
I got you.
Yeah.
What was the question again, my good man? What was it again?
What did the hangman
get
his wife for her birthday?
Okay.
Just say it,
Hangman.
bro. You
What did the hangman get his wife? Okay.
I gotta take it out of my notes.
What'd you say again?
I said a noose. I said he tied the knot.
Yeah.
He
I got it. A choker. That's what he got her.
a choker.
A choker.
Wow. That's.
Hey man.
Yeah.
He shoots, he scores.
Yeah.
What can I say?
He took all the fun out of it.
Yeah, he did.
That wasn't
He took
fun?
the L.
He
I had
took all the- he took all that out of
I had a ball.
Yeah. That's cool.
Hey,
You're
man.
not gonna get this.
All I know is we up to 4.
Yeah. Well, this week's
Oh,
riddle.
4 from when?
Did you peep them bars?
Yeah, all the previous.
All I know is you up to 4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I got 4.
forward and you did
It's
this.
4 weeks in a row. I got the
You
riddle
can
right.
tell him.
Oh,
You
no.
can tell him he's a weak ass. bar.
No, I mean,
You don't have to support all artists.
Shout out, little baby.
It's okay to be like, hey, your shit is trash.
you get rap.
Shout out to all the other niggas out there in the world that help their friends out, even though their friends are haters.
Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, I didn't send you this song, bro. Juicy J got a song with Pooh Shiesty.
You did send me that song. I just
Oh, I
didn't,
did.
I don't
That
know if I
bitch
listened
jam.
to it or not yet.
You ain't listen to it again. Just off the
Is
fact
that
that you,
hard?
yeah, that whole jam.
Alright.
I need some more
You listen-
Pacific Cooler to get this next real.
I got.
All right.
You listen to Juicy J?
No.
You need to.
Why?
Because he go hard.
Okay.
Like you never listen to Juicy at all? No 3-6 Mafia?
No, my cousin was a 3 6 Mafia fan, but I never liked it.
Damn. Slob on my nose.
I have, very
Say hi.
specific
Say hi.
taste, and yeah,
Not
Juicy
Juicy
J ain't
Mafia.
it,
3 6 Mafia is in one of those.
I could see you not listening to
So you ain't been popping your collar ever since you could remember.
Yeah, I mean, like the singles is different, but have I listened to a Juicy J album or a 3 6 Mafia album all the way through? No.
Okay, that's a reason.
Yeah.
This is just like, do you have some songs?
Oh yeah.
If I put on some Juicy J, you wouldn't be like, man, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these know who it is.
I know who it is. I know
I can imagine niggas saying shit, turn that shit off though. Juicy J can be a bit much sometimes.
So, nah, turn it up. Gotta stay trippy.
Alright. This episode we got
Niggas want an Oscar.
what is in the bed
Facts.
but never sleeps.
Oh, what's it? That's easy.
Whoa,
What's it?
whoa.
Okay.
Don't
Oh, you wrote it.
Sorry, that's my bad. I was supposed to say it. Don't say it. If you know, just keep it to
Yeah,
yourself.
you can tell them afterwards.
Yeah, and then I'll let you know if you got it. But we don't want to let nobody else know.
Because they have to answer.
Wait, what?
I put the first one was the
He
one
don't
for you to
give,
figure out.
he don't give you both up. He
Oh,
don't
I
give you
can't.
both
Oh, I
answers.
can't guess this one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's for somebody else. Sorry.
Well, repeat it.
Okay. What is in a bed but never sleeps?
Okay.
What is that?
If you know, comment down below. Let me see if you got it. And I'll let you know next
I'm gonna
episode.
think about that one. Say a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna think about that one for the rest of my life.
Hold on to it. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
I got it. Bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But first off, I just want to thank you for coming down here tonight. And I want to introduce you to something that is near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I love it. Dwayne loves it. Hopefully everybody at home loves it. It's a little something that brings tears to my eyes when I think about it. How much it's grown. Yeah, it's very dramatic. It's grown a lot. I used to do it one way. I do it a different way now. But it's still something I like to call Aprendamos!
Hey, I'm like, yo, you got good acoustics in this.
Thank you. Espanol.
That was the first. Let's learn Spanish.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. So, as you know, we've been going through the alphabet here at Jose and Float, the podcast formerly known as the Jose. Today, we are on F.
F. You niggas might know that from your report cards. Very familiar letter.
All right. First word, feliz.
So I know that one.
Happy.
Oh, what we saying?
Happy.
Okay, yeah, happy.
Feliz.
My bad. I did not mean
It's all
I
right.
did not mean to cut you off.
Okay. Don't worry, we got more. Next word, fruta.
Fruit.
Fruit.
There we go. Furioso.
Mad, angry.
Furious.
Yeah, furious. Yeah.
Same thing. Furioso.
Yeah, see,
I got some
I
good
can
students in here today, folks.
listen in Spanish and I can read in Spanish, but I can't speak
It
Spanish.
is tough. That's kind of the same way I am. My pronunciation is kind of sucky. All right. Now, what I do is we go through the alphabet. I give you the words. Then I make a sentence with those words.
Okay.
Now I translate it for you. Here's the sentence. Feliz cumpleaños. Espero que no esté furioso por recibir fruta como regalo.
Okay, say it one more time, slow it. I know you say happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Feliz cumpleaños. Espero que no esté furioso por recibir fruta como regalo.
Oh, I got it.
Translation.
I know what you said.
Happy birthday. I hope you're not furious to receive fruit as a gift.
Yeah. I caught it.
Yeah, there you go. And that's all I have. Thank you for stepping into my world.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you speak Spanish? For real?
Oh, not that much. Growing up, my mom was like really big into learning Spanish.
Okay.
And then when we got to high school, I took 3 years, and I was gonna take a 4th year, but I was the only one.
Oh,
And I couldn't convince everybody else to take it.
right.
Even though I was like, we're gonna take a mission trip. Like they was gonna send us on a mission
Damn.
trip.
It's
So
so
we
I ain't trying to do all that.
My foreign language in high school was French, but when I got to Southern University, and I always say Southern University because that's how old dudes say Southern University. And now it's a habit. Now I like say it without even trying. But no, so anyway, when I was at Southern University, I did a trick. I took French one and then I took Spanish one, and I met all my foreign language requirements.
Nice.
But I don't know either one. I don't know.
Oh.
But I had a Spanish teacher, and I remember I thought that bitch was like Spanish for real. And I remember one time when we was doing like, I'm from or I live wherever, and she did it on the board, and she was like, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm like, bitch, you not even Spanish? What the fuck? And you have the nerve to fail me? How dare you, bitch?
So you're not even real
You
Spanish.
don't know Spanish.
You don't know Spanish for real?
You're a racist.
You know that's how they just be having them old disgruntled professors at Southern.
I'm from Birmingham. Like, come on, bitch.
Yeah, French teacher me from Scotlandville. He's like, nigga, you ain't never been to France. I don't need it. Y'all don't want to need the grade. I done been to French. I done been to French before.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm trying to help y'all.
Yeah, I get my check regardless.
Nigga, I'm good. I can leave right now. Guess who's gonna get hurt? Y'all. Not gonna hurt me.
It don't matter.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't speak any of them, French or Spanish.
Sorry, man. If anything,
But I took Duolingo.
what's that?
The little it's like the free cheap version of Rosetta Stone.
Ah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Duolingo.
Well, apparently, I see why it's free.
Yeah.
Because he has no confidence in speaking Spanish at all.
No, not at all. See, look, I know that one.
Niggas say, I can't speak Spanish at all, but I got the app.
I got the app.
I can look it up anytime I need to.
Yeah, this is the optics is what matters.
Okay, well, going off of that, we're going to everybody's favorite segment, The Adventures of Florida Man.
Okay. I've been waiting for this one.
This week, Florida man was arrested for masturbating with a pickle.
Like,
Wait,
was he holding the pickle in the opposite hand and then going?
or was he holding two pickles and
Oh, no.
sliding it up and down?
Or like, did he have a pickle in his
Did he have a
Yeah.
one hand and just
And
A
tying them
pickle
together
pussy?
and then,
pickle pussy?
yeah.
Eric Bitiega?
Damn, you telling all their
He
names
was,
and shit.
He put it on him. Brother, if you masturbating with a pickle, You don't give a fuck if
Eric,
somebody put your name on it.
Look, Eric, we apologize.
That's it.
We tried to save you the embarrassment.
Hey
and
man,
shame.
don't fuck pickles.
But
It's
if you're
theirs.
trying to save yourself, then
Don't
give
give
them
a fuck.
that
If
shit.
you don't want to end up on the internet, don't fuck pickles.
Yeah.
But
Was he sounding with the pickles? Now look, so y'all gonna have to look up sounding because I stumbled upon that on Pornhub one time a couple years ago. Sounding, yes.
that's that high class stuff right there. You heard? I looked it up.
No,
I stumbled
I stumbled
upon it.
I really
upon it.
did, though. I ain't
He
gonna lie.
really
And
typed
so
it in.
once I discovered what it was, I tried to ruin everybody's day by mentioning it and telling them, hey, look this up on Pornhub. And it's called sounding. So my question is,
Is it involved with the ears?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't want to know that. Let me just read.
I think it's a medical term. I'm not sure, but it's,
That's even worse.
Yeah,
If
and
it's
so-
a medical term.
was he sounding with the pickles?
I don't think
So I need you all to.
What are you in there humping that?
Sir, what are you sounding?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I want you to go on Pornhub. I want you to type in sounding,
There's gotta be something.
and then when you watch it,
Were you sounding? with
remember
this
that
pickle,
I
sir?
asked if he was sounding with the pickles.
All right, Eric DeTiega of Tampa, Florida, was charged Sunday with exposure of sexual organs for the unappetizing display, according to the arrest warrant obtained by the outlet that he was arrested at.
They had to have made that ball there.
And then they said he was
Yeah.
they said he was actually arrested for masturbating on private property, which included up to inserting a pickle.
Okay, so okay.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
He put the pickle up his butt.
he put it up something.
That's why I say it can still be sounding. So we need you. So
Oh,
again,
God.
look, boys and girls, go on Pornhub and type in sounding and tell me what you put. Like, actually, I want y'all to screenshot the results and send them to Dwayne
No, send them to
It is-
Ripper's Instagram.
through the
His
email.
Instagram. Just go back to the beginning
And
of the video.
screenshot it and put it in the comments below.
Go to the beginning of the video where we introduce him and his Instagram name comes up at the bottom and just DM him to him.
Let him see.
He knows what there is. You have to DM him to him so he'll know if you actually looked up
I
something.
know what it is, so
I won't
they
ever-
need to know.
I won't
They
know.
need to know.
You can send me a picture of a staple and a banana and be
I
like,
know
"Is
what
it
it
sounding
is.
a banana?"
I know. All
And
I
I'll
gotta
be
do
like,
is
"Okay."
Screenshot. All you need to do is see the search bar with sounding and all of the results and send them.
Nah, man. You ever get on Twitter? You can fake that.
Yeah,
That's
you
not-
can. Mm-mm.
But yeah, man, y'all do that.
Ah,
Yeah, imagine waking up, got a nice house, you wake up, go to the backyard, somebody is having sex with a pickle. And
that's
the
so
pickle,
gross. You like just go inside and do that shit.
It's gonna smell like
you ain't got a house, man.
I hate that voyeurism shit. That voyeurism. What's the other name they call it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that
I don't even know
voyeurism
what
shit where they be
voyeurism
like
is.
outside fucking and shit. It's like I could be walking my
There's a
dog
word
and my
for that
kids.
Wait, you're walking your dog and your kid.
And my kids.
So you
I'm not a good
I think
father.
you got bigger problems
You got
than.
both of them.
I got them both on a leash and you were here fucking jacking off with a pickle.
Hey, son.
Free walking.
Hey son, you wanna go for a walk? Come on.
What if it was like Pickle Spears and he was just putting them in one at a time?
Filling it up. Oh,
Say, how many
Disgusting.
holes can I fill up with all
Yeah, with these
I'm
Pickle
going for the whole
Spears.
jar. Yeah, I'm calling the cops.
Oh my god.
I'd probably kill him.
They didn't say what type of pickle. What if it was like the what it is, bread and butter, and it was just the little slices, and he was just sticking pickle
Oh,
slices
wow.
in his shit.
Spicy pickle.
The spicy pickle.
Oh.
He's where he belongs.
That's disgusting, man. You know, if you want to stick pickles up your ass, do it from the comfort of your own home.
Do it within four walls.
Yeah. Well, he was doing it within four walls, but we mean in the four walls of your
four
home.
literal walls, not just the outside
Yes.
world walls.
Yeah. Say no. You need to get inside.
Get inside, shit.
you imagine-
Everybody don't need to see that bullshit.
Could you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and finding a man sucking on your toes?
No.
Oh my God! How you got in the house?
He got through a window.
I imagine waking up like ah, and then he like stop, and I'm like, I didn't say stop. But no, I just don't understand why anybody would do that.
It's Florida, man.
That happened for real?
Yeah, that was last week's.
Oh my God!
He
Remind me never to go to
he got
Florida.
arrested. He broke in the house, sucked on the man's toes, woke him up, and when the man asked him what he was doing here, he told him, "I'm here to suck toes."
Oh, shit.
And then he tried to fondle him.
I can't be mad at his boldness. I pray for that same spirit of boldness. I won't lie to you because
You know what, man? That's inspirational.
yeah, it's always inspirational. Like he knew his purpose. He knew his purpose was to suck toes, and he lived. He like this, like the book said, a purpose-driven life. He was driven by his purpose.
See, all I know, man, is I heard about a man with a dream, and he achieved it.
Yeah.
By any means.
Sucking them toes.
I'm
They
here
got
to
some
suck
in that
toes.
house.
Yes.
What if he made sound effects? He'd be like, "I'm here to suck toes." And he's like, "Hey man, what the fuck?"
I'm pretty sure the toes made all the sound effects.
That's frightening.
Oh my god.
To wake
Yeah.
up
Take
anybody
my toes
just
out
in
your
your
mouth.
Yeah, right. Like, what
Tell
are
my
you
kids,
doing?
man. Like, you know how they usually be like, put your toes under the cover or a monster will get them. Put
My
your toes under the cover for a Florida man come and suck on them in the middle of the
Yo,
night.
I have so
Trying to
after
grab your
Katrina.
dick.
Look, I have a story. God damn, can I tell my story?
I had to
Please,
get all
please?
that out, brother.
I'm fucking with
I
you.
was sitting
No,
on that for a second.
so when Katrina hit, that was my senior year in high school, and so we had to finish. Me and my twin sister, we had to finish like high school at a school in Houston, and so we lived with my mom's first cousin, who was like older, you know, and his wife older, and so he told us that they grew up in Rain, Louisiana, and he said that his grandmother used to tell him to stop playing in one of the back bedrooms, or one of the like dead grandparents would come and pull his toes that night. So he was like, ha ha ha, yeah, whatever, bullshit. And so he said he just remembered. And now, mind you, he was like 50, mid 50s, like telling us this story, and he was like, like when he was telling, he was like, I just remember that night, just feeling somebody pulling my toes. And we was like, and what happened? And he was like, I just drew the covers over my head. And he was like, who was pulling your toes? And he was like,
I don't want to know.
I don't know.
Shit.
And that was the
I didn't want
creepiest
no
story I
joke.
ever heard in my life. I was like, what? He was somebody was really pulling your
He
toes
was
that night.
terrified.
He was terrified.
He
He
knew he
started
was gonna
breathing
look
all hard and shit when he was telling us.
That shit is still scary.
That shit was terrifying.
That's like talking about Candyman or some shit.
Yeah, I don't play with Candyman. Look, I don't play with Candyman.
Hold on now, don't you say
that. Yeah, I don't play with none of that shit. Cause that shit really scared me, like spirit shit and demons and shit. That shit scared, you know, like with like that's why I hate how like all new black horror movies gotta deal with racism. Like oh, the bank loan officer, he hates my gut. It's like that ain't scary. Like spirit shit and demonic shit, that shit really scared me. Like fucking them and what it is and us and all this, like, you know, and even a new Candyman and even a new Saw where it's like, oh, the cop who shot an unarmed black man is killing people. It's like, what? Why can't it just be like a haunted house, or it can't be just Freddy Krueger? That shit still genuinely terrifies me.
Nigga, that shit ain't scary.
Yeah, like racism is bad, but Freddy Krueger is worse. I'm sorry. Like you can't go to sleep and he's there. Like that's scary.
There you go.
You can take a
At
nap
first it
from
was-
racism.
Yeah, you can take a nap from racism. Like I'm tired of all this racism. Let me go to sleep. And Freddy just be there.
Can you give me a Madrid?
Yeah, right. Them niggas, fucking boss, the racist boss can't get me in my sleep.
I like that. That was funny, and then it went to like, oh, this nigga spitting. This is the gym, right? Facts. You cannot escape Freddy Krueger like you can escape racism.
Fuck no.
Ain't no shirt.
Jordan Peele make a movie. It's the new from the mind of Jordan Peele. Racist bank loan or the racist fucking HR lady.
All right.
Okay.
Just not gonna go to that bank.
Yeah.
Movie over.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't care how many shirts you make. Freddy Krueger's still coming after you. You can march all you want.
Right.
As soon as you go
As
home.
soon as you done marching, I'm gonna be waiting with that glove and them claws.
Up your ass.
Yeah.
You can go to sleep if you want to.
That shit is terrifying. Why would they make a movie like that?
Oh, I just realized it's time to do On This Day.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
bullshit. Nah, I bullshitted so long that it's past midnight, so it's not July 6th anymore.
It is?
They know.
Oh yeah, we don't know that.
But
It's 12 p.m.
Well, going out.
on July 6th, everyone.
Going like y'all then. Well, today is July 6th.
The sun is shining.
And I got a little bit of stuff in history today, and I got some birthdays. This will be okay. July 6, 1933 was the day the first ever MLB All-Star game was held. It was held in Chicago, and the American League won 4-2.
Wow.
I don't.
That's pretty low score.
Yeah, for All-Star game. I don't know that much about baseball, so that was all I looked up. I was pretty satisfied with that. Y'all cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
July 6, 1942 was apparently the day that Anne Frank and her family went into hiding.
Oh, a little depressing on this day.
I mean, it's Anne
Kinda
Frank,
depressing.
but it's not going to be happy. Anne Frank doesn't have it. She
You
doesn't.
couldn't find no other on this day thing?
It's not like in a week I'm going to be telling the story like, hey, this is the day Anne Frank came out of hiding and broke everyone's necks and
Yeah, she
saved
got all her
town.
seeing and her hearing back on
It's
this
Anne
day.
Frank. Y'all knew as soon as I said it, it was like, oh.
Yeah, well.
You ain't got no other history fact for on this day?
Yeah, I do, but that was one of them. 1944, Jackie Robinson refuses to move from the back of the bus.
Nice.
Jackie Robinson.
That's what I said. Never heard of this. But apparently, yeah, Jackie Robinson. You did?
I think I've heard
You think pretty bad.
of it.
Is that before or after Rosa Parks? You know they say that people had been doing that shit and they just, Rosa Parks was sexy, so they used her like as the. No, for real. I mean, when you look at old pictures of Rosa Parks, she was sexy, so they was like, we gonna make her the face of like this civil rights movement. You know, like
She's the Megan Stallion.
she's sexy enough to do it. You know.
Megan Stallion, you're not getting out off the back.
Yeah,
of the bus.
exactly.
Not going to the back.
Yeah, so they was like, okay, she pretty enough to do it. But they say people had been doing that.
That's usually how it is, though.
Yeah,
A lot of
right.
people don't do it, and a bad bitch do it. Not
Yeah,
everybody.
like, oh yeah,
Everybody
we
taking
can get
notice.
bored. We can get on board with this.
Yeah. I never thought of it like that, Rosa. You're
Yeah.
so smart.
But they do
And
that because I can
intelligent.
imagine like an old racist ass white man, like, maybe she got a point. Maybe she should sit in front of us. Shit, bro, look at
Get
that.
more people on the
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah, she kind of sexy.
Hey, you need to go to the back of the bus. No. All right.
Okay. You might got a point.
Damn, man.
You gotta do
You
it.
gotta mind
Yeah, right.
You looking kind of good, so you can stay.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna call the cops.
Yeah, you going to
Can't
jail,
let you
buddy.
Seriously though.
I can't get that, you bitch behind.
No, for real.
Yeah, for real. Like,
I know you looking good and all, but you need to go. You need to get up. You think it's you just because you the baddest bitch on this bus, you
Yeah.
ain't gotta listen?
you think your thick ass ain't going to jail?
I know that ass is heavy, but you gotta move, lady.
Oh, man.
Get your thick ass to the back of the bus.
I know they say pretty ladies can't hear, they don't. But you understand, get up.
You think they're just sitting there looking all voluptuous?
Looking all sexy and shit with them chocolate ass thighs.
Think you gonna seduce one of these white men to save
Right.
you? No.
Say, no, no, no.
I bet the white bitch looking like, what the fuck this bus driver talking about? Get her ass in the back.
How?
Yeah, right. Like, just take a chill pill, bro.
Sweating and shit.
Yeah, he's definitely sweating.
All right, back on track. I want to go look at a picture of Rosa Parks now, just to see.
Tell me, she was hot.
My mom, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be joking. I'll be like, man, she really was.
She was hot.
I never looked at her
You know
before.
what if fans or bust about it?
I hope there's like a descendant of Rosa Parks listening to this podcast. Like, yeah.
That dude. You remember when what that little Twitter trend was where they would be like, what it was? You took a picture with somebody, your grandparents or something, and he did one. It was Rosa Parks, and everybody was like, "What in the Black History?" And it was this like Rosa Parks was his grandmother, and it was like a flex, but you know, because the little trend was like just take a picture when you was a kid with your
Oh, and he
grandparents.
was like, Rosa
And
Parks.
he just put it up, and it was
Yeah,
Rosa
picture
Parks. And people were like, "What the fuck? Your grandmother was Rosa Parks?"
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, right.
Nah.
It's nothing, y'all.
Like,
It's
I
nothing.
just wanted to hop on the train.
Just name
Little
it
hashtag.
Everyone's
Yeah,
grandmother
right,
was
yeah.
getting pushed off the back and pushed to the back of the bus.
Yeah,
back
right.
then. Mine just didn't go.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
My grandmother wasn't a pussy like yours. 1947, the AK-47s go into production.
Wow.
July 6th.
19.
And the streets was never the same.
No, no.
They say in 1947 the AK came into production. 1948 the idea of NBA YoungBoy started to come into fruition. Not related though.
Just so happy.
Yeah, just coincidence. 1957, Althea Gibson wins the Wimbledon Championship, becoming the first black athlete to do so.
Ooh, athlete, bitch, you better add a syllable. Athlete.
Never heard of Althea Gibson.
I have the name rung a bell, but
I know
I
Arthur
wouldn't have
Ashe.
known what she did.
Oh, now you know. We learned shit on Joseph.
Yeah,
Farm.
it's
the more
funny
you
and
know.
educational.
Oh yeah.
That's what we aim for.
And then in 1957, also apparently John Lennon and Paul McCartney met for the first time. 3 years before the Beatles joined.
The Beatles are
Joined,
trash.
formed together, whatever. Hey man, it's just history. I don't give a fuck either way.
They do have very few good songs.
They did acid with Dewey Cox though. Very,
Yeah.
very big piece of history.
Come on, Dewey. You gotta sing the beat.
And then July 6th, birthdays. 1946, we got George W. Bush,
Okay,
43rd president, the one before Obama.
Washington Bush.
That's
Wait.
what it is.
Wait, George, you said before. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
HW was
he
the name.
HW is Herbert Walker, but the W is Washington. I thought George Washington Bush.
George Washington.
Yeah, they got different middle names.
Wow. Okay, 1946 also, Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone. you
Damn,
know.
he old as shit.
Yeah, you know, you can look at him.
I knew he was old.
Nigga look like
I didn't know
Pale
he was
Beef
that
Jerky.
old. Jesus.
Pale beef jerky.
You know he did a porno before he got into Hollywood?
Really? Oh man, I don't want to see that.
What a Boogie Nights is about.
Does he have a machine gun in the porno?
No, he's just it's a regular ass porno.
Snapping random niggas next to her in the bedroom?
Italian stallion.
Yeah, it's just a regular
Oh, that's where
porno.
that come from?
I don't know.
That porn name?
Maybe.
It might be.
It's a fire ass porn name.
It is a porn name.
But still. 1975, 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, rapper.
Oh, he was saying
actor.
as my brother.
There you go. Is your brother 50 Cent?
No.
I
Sure.
wish.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey man, are you 50 Cent?
Trust me,
I just found out his birthday today also.
Yeah, trust me, I don't know.
Have you ever seen 50 Cent and your brother in the same place?
No, that's a good point.
Hey man.
Could be.
You might be on to something.
We learning stuff on Joseph Float. I'm not saying you just learning something else.
Hey, there you go.
1978, Tia and Tamara Mowry. The
They
twins.
old too.
They old now. I mean, I still, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then,
You gotta put name tags on it too, so you don't get the name wrong. Stream the game on. And when
Wow.
you were the game on, so I'm rambling now.
that's your raps?
Nah, that's J. Cole.
Oh.
That shit fit, bro.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like look at them. Like, if we doing what I think we doing and I'm yelling out names, I'm not gonna be looking at them. They won't know if I'm mixing up the names. And
You
everything.
should. You can tell them apart. If
You can.
You
Yeah,
can,
you
but in the heat of the moment, my eyes might be closed or like
Twins.
way off. I don't know.
Or you could
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna,
like-
be, I'm gonna be
You
lost
could
in the
call it, you
euphoria.
could say both. You could just be like, oh, Tia and Tamara.
Yeah. Hey,
I have cousins who, on my dad's side, because we wasn't really close with them, and you know, I have a twin sister named Sky, and
Shout out to the
they
twins.
never took the time out to learn that River was the boy and Sky was the girl, so they call us both Sky River.
Oh.
Like idiots. I mean, not saying that it's a cute thing. It's kind of like we be looking like me 30 fucking years old. You in 30 years you couldn't
Oh,
say,
yeah.
"Oh, River is the boy, Sky." So they'd be like, "Sky River," and we'd be looking like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" It's so weird.
Got real.
At that point, yeah,
I see
as
that.
kids, it would make sense. But once you get
Even
like,
if it's just one of y'all, they be like, hey,
Yeah,
Sky.
it did.
Oh,
I remember
no,
when we went
no,
to
no,
a
fuck
meet
no.
for my, I think it was my grandmother's
Yeah,
funeral, and I remember they did me that like, "Oh, Sky River," and I was looking like, "Who the fuck is you talking to?" Like what?
I'm Sky. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? It was so weird. But okay, I'm sorry.
no, I feel that one now. Now that you like, even by yourself, nah, that would piss me off. That motherfucker, like you can't just cut that part off, bro. You know who I am.
So you didn't even say my name first. You can just.
Say,
Oh, I'm tripping. Wow.
Oh, see, look, he's like
Oh,
telling you
yeah.
that.
Oh, man, good.
he gonna call you Sky River
You
next
call
time
me
you
Sky
see
River
you.
next time.
What's up, Sky River?
He's gonna be like, "Motherfucker, I told you I hate it."
And then, last but not least, 1979, Kevin Hart.
Oh,
It's your
okay.
birthday. Hey.
Oh, so his birthday's today?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wait.
On this beautiful day, this beautiful sunny day.
Yeah. Nice outside, the birds. for
The
sure.
birds are chirping, the sun is shining.
But yeah, shout out to anybody else whose birthday is on July 6th or 7th.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the 7th. It's not like today's the 7th or anything.
But if your
Not at
birthday
all.
is
If your
on-
birthday is on the 7th, shout out to you too.
Oh, Bria's birthday was today. Happy birthday, Bria.
Oh, and she had a kid.
Yep.
She had a hell of a birthday.
Yeah.
That is a
Big
crazy birthday.
Crazy birthday.
Y'all have any shout outs?
Well, that was one of my shout outs.
You had any more?
Shout out to, I guess, shout out to the Kappas. I saw that you're a Kappa.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the Kappas. Shout out to the Greeks worldwide. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that.
Yeah, you gotta do your research. Yeah, no shout outs. Wow.
I want to shout out to my Lord and Savior Buddha. Buddha. No, I'm fucking around. I don't have no shout outs. Follow me on all social media platforms at Waterman504 and I Heart Dirty Jokes.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'm going to keep.
So
But,
follow both.
Yeah, so follow both.
Nice.
I'd like to thank the hosts for having me.
Oh man, you know.
It's no problem.
This has been very pleasant. I didn't know what to expect, and
No one ever does.
Yeah.
And I take fun in that.
It's nice to know that you like it though.
yeah, I must say I enjoyed this thoroughly.
That is
Good
great.
show.
And I
Multiple
will
guests.
go run tell everybody I know.
Check it out.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama, tell her.
Tell them to watch your
Tell
episode.
I'm gonna go brag to Omar too and be like, my episode. Well, hopefully my episode doesn't get lost. But I'll brag to him.
So as soon as you send that text message,
yeah.
Oh man, so you gonna
Damn, dog. Hey, so you know what happened? This shit crazy, right? Shit crazy.
So remember how I said that Omar shit wasn't gonna happen again? It happened again.
That shit crazy, right?
For sure.
But most of all, I want y'all to go get on Pornhub right now and look up something.
Look it up. And don't fart in prison.
Don't
No
fart in
farting in
No
prison.
farting in
Do
prison.
not fart in prison and look up sounding. If you took
Look
away,
up something.
if you took away anything from this episode.
Leave a comment and rate us or whatever you listen to the podcast on.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Rate us. Yeah. Do you like me? Yes or no?
Check yes.
Let me know.
Do
Yeah. Maybe.
you like my podcast? Circle yes or circle no.
Yes, I'll say.
Circle yes. Circle yes.
For your eyes only.
Song. Looking for you.
No shout outs from me. Y'all go follow the Joseph Flow Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
Like River said, y'all go follow him. Y'all go follow Booby. Y'all go follow me.
Booby do say, you know what I'm saying?
Spread the love.
You related to the dudes that's in New Orleans?
You know, possibly.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Lake Charles.
Okay.
My pops is from Alabama, but my grandfather's from Eunice.
Okay.
So I might. That's why I always say I might be.
Well, I got family around Eunice.
Yeah.
And Rain and the heart.
We're all related in the eyes.
Yeah, for real, honestly, if you dig deep enough.
But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for listening and watching it. However y'all consume this podcast. And we will be back with another one soon.
Yeah, y'all tune in, man. We'll be here. You be there. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
Peace.
Like